You wake up and see a large rock absorbing other rocks and gas. Once that's done, the remaining rocks and gas look at you, another large rock, and they say, "You're next." Wow, you are Saturn, and you are beautiful. Look at those clouds of hydrogen gas and that storm you formed. You know what else would look good on you? Some rings. Well, that can't physically happen right now, and if you want some, you'll have to wait another 4.4 billion years. Why? Because humans recently discovered that you didn't have your ring when you were born. You were just naked. Great. You were just born and learned that your existence consists of nothing but disappointments from this point onwards. But hey, you're alive and have one other planet to talk to, Jupiter, and both of you are gas giants. The only problem is he has way more mass than you and is also way larger, because he stole most of the remaining gas after the sun was formed and left you with scraps. And now that fatty is marching over to the sun for some reason. Hold up, he's trying to take on the sun? He's older than you and yet you have to babysit him? Come back here, big guy, are you trying to kill us? And because you pulled him back, the solar system accidentally gets settled. Wow, Saturn, did you just do that? You're amazing! But wait, why are all the other planets thanking Jupiter and celebrating with him? Well, his accidental, reckless behavior apparently got rewarded, while you were actually the one out here saving everyone. Idiots. Well, at the end of the day, you are gas giant planet brothers, so that is something. And like real sibling mischief, you decide to throw asteroids together for the late heavy bombardment period using your massive gravities. A good old-fashioned bonding through bullying. But something doesn't feel right. 60% of your body is core, and it's not even a nice core, and no, once again, not like the nice core from David Goggins. It's instead a smeared core of rock, metal hydrogen, and helium rain. And yet you're still mostly gas. However, it's not only that which feels weird, because so far in your life you've noticed that you're just the middle child of the solar system. It seems that you're always second, like any sprinter that had to race with Usain Bolt. You're the second biggest in terms of radius and also the second biggest in terms of mass, by a long way. See, you only have 95 Earth masses, and because you're so large, that means you're literally less dense than water. Find a tub large enough and you'll float. The definition of a balloon in space, a cold balloon, at minus 140 degrees average on the surface. Ignoring that as much as you can, you decide to find out what the purpose of existence is, and first up you notice you have a moon called Titan. But Jupiter has one too, Ganymede, which is actually the largest moon in the solar system, and Titan is second. Well, yours is the only one in the solar system with a dense atmosphere, but Ganymede is the only one with a magnetic field. Okay, but at least you rotate the fastest at 10.7 hours for each day. Oh, Jupiter rotates faster. But what about the fact that you emit more radiation than you receive from the sun? Well, Jupiter does that too, and even more. Yes, it seems that you're always the runner-up, the silver medalist. Jupiter's the biggest, Earth has life, Mars will get rovers in sci-fi movies, Mercury's the fastest, Venus is the hottest, Neptune is the bluest, Uranus is, well, Uranus at least has jokes about his name. But what are you, the prettiest? Wait, yes, you know it right there. Not Jupiter, not Earth, and not the diva Venus. You will be the most beautiful planet in the solar system. In order to become the prettiest, the first thing you will need is to have the best moons. Wait, why do you have at least 274? Goodness, you didn't expect to be on the jury for the largest top model scouting program in the solar system. I guess you'll just have to call them Thing 1, Thing 2, Thing 3, because most of them are unremarkable and boring, and all look the same. But a few stand out. Your favorite one is of course Titan. It's so beautiful with its hazy yellow atmosphere that humans even crashed a probe onto to look at the surface, and then found the building blocks of life there. When the solar system is like 6 billion years old, that place could be habitable and you will own it. Very nice. Much like Enceladus, which not only has a cool name, but is also so amazing that it shoots water vapor into space. Everybody likes a good IMAX experience. It also has a subsurface water ocean and contains organic molecules that have huge potential for life. Beat that, Jupiter. Next up is Rhea. She's kind of plain, but she's got her own thin atmosphere, oxygen and carbon dioxide, no big deal. There's also Mimas, who is so cool he basically could be the inspiration for the Death Star in Star Wars. Both of them look pretty. Now that's done, the second thing you will need is the perfect magnetic field. And not like the ones from Earth or Jupiter's, because they are oddly shaped and ugly, just like if a T-Rex had regular-sized arms. No, yours is perfectly symmetrical to your axis. Every theory says you need a symmetry for a magnetic field to work. You know the answer to that, but those stupid humans will eventually find out. To you, the mystery is beautiful, and it gives some nice aurora too. It seems you have the best moons, the best magnetic field. What else can you have that will make you the most beautiful planet in the solar system? Well, there's also that hexagonal storm at your North Pole. No other planet has anything like it. But Jupiter's Great Red Spot, just a boring old oval storm, gets all the attention. Oh, look at me, I'm a big red circle that's been shrinking for centuries. Imagine celebrating something that shrinks so fast. My wife definitely didn't celebrate that happening last night. I mean, your hexagon storm has corners. In space, that should count for something. You are well on your way to becoming the most beautiful planet in the solar system, but then, out of nowhere, you suddenly look at Earth and see that it has evolved incredible life. She has crystal blue oceans, lush green forests, and an immense amount of different creatures. You were so busy trying to prove yourself that Earth won the battle. Those moons you have? Mostly random boring rocks. The hexagonal storm? Actually kinda creepy and weird. Your magnetic field? Even partially weaker than Earth's, despite you being so much bigger. Well, at least you tilt to the side, but Earth does as well. That's okay, that means you have seasons. But Earth gets cool weather and you just turn different shades of brown, like a 6-layered chocolate cake made of shit. But you have different levels to your atmosphere, but Earth does too. Okay, you have winds, 1800 kilometers per hour, and you have slightly more gravity, and lightning 1000 times stronger, and it's larger than the USA. Aha! You win this round. But at what cost? Due to your spinning that gives these winds, and like a density, you, bulge more than any other planet in the solar system. Technically, you are not even properly round. You had to go ahead and insult Jupiter for being fat because here you are, looking like a sack of potatoes. Damn, I guess Earth actually is winning, and there's only one thing left to do to become the most beautiful planet. Something that Earth will never be able to do. Make rings. You notice a moon about the size of Titan roaming nearby. You aren't sure if it's one of yours or Jupiter's who got lost. Who cares? But right in front of Titan and your other moons, you begin to taunt him to come closer. That's it. A bit more. This moon hits your Roche limit where your gravity is just too strong for his tiny body and you crush, shred, and dismantle his very being. Chrysalis is dead. Titan and the other moons are disgusted by you. Again, you don't care. Earth had to be beaten at all costs. Someone had to be sacrificed, there weren't any goats around, and within hours and days, you have rings. 282,000 kilometers of them. As you did that, Earth lost all her dinosaurs and has now evolved something even more interesting. Humans. They look at your rings and proceed to discover them in the wrong order, so their names don't actually make sense. They call the main ones A, B, C, and they couldn't even be bothered to come up with actual names instead of letters. Are you serious? Do they know how hard these were to make? Well, while Earth has these idiots destroying it, and only one moon that does nothing, your moons actively work to make you beautiful. You notice that Enceladus actually shoots water into space to help fuel the E-ring. You have little moons and other rings moving around to create beautiful gaps. The rings have an average height of about 10 meters and are extremely thin, so it's like a Victoria's Secret fashion show. And it doesn't stop there. The rings have areas where they are much bigger and even stand up to a mile high. 99% of them are water. The rest is amazing dust that sparkles like glitter. From your point of view, you are now the perfect planet. Number 1. Beautiful. Under the right light, your rings flare like the outfit of a college girl at Coachella. Humans like looking at you, even more than their own planet. Take that, Earth. Your B ring even provides light shows when they interact with the sun's cosmic radiation. You are really proud of yourself, but hold that thought. It's about to get really bad for you. Your beautiful magnetic field that you love so much, it should protect you, but instead it's actually going to undo all of your hard work. It's taking the ice particles from your ring and sending them directly into your atmosphere in what scientists call ring rain. Every half hour, enough material to fill an Olympic swimming pool from the rings falls into your own face. More specifically, a maximum of 10,000 kilograms per second. This isn't some relaxing massage either. Those ring particles slam into your chubby midsection with enough force to actually heat up your atmosphere. And as they enter, they create those narrow dark bands that the human probe Voyager spotted a long time ago. That moon you sacrificed before is now coming back to haunt you by staining you. But this is more than just losing your good looks. Without rings, what are you? Just another gas giant floating around in the outer solar system? Jupiter without the fame and the mass? Neptune without the blue? Uranus without an awesome sideways tilt? And he still has his ring. At this rate, your beautiful rings, the most iconic thing in the solar system, will completely disappear in a few 100 million years or less. How sad. For a 4.5 billion year old planet, that's the equivalent of watching your life's masterpiece dissolve in minutes, or being born and turning 40 in the same week. And that's not even the worst part. Titan is actively escaping your gravity at 11 centimeters per year. He was disgusted by your treatment of the moons. And you know, the murder. And it might seem slow, but it's faster than our moon is leaving Earth, and yes, that's true also. As Titan actively moves away from you over the millions of years to come, your tilt could potentially get worse and worse. This means your storms will get more violent, you will not be able to keep it together, and look like an absolute mess every day for the rest of your life. Titan will then reach a habitable zone, and if the humans can evolve in a way to breathe on that planet, hey, who will care about you? You are literally losing everything that made you special, one thing at a time. Jupiter might be a janitor, but he at least has purpose. If you've ever wondered what a depressed existence with 0 point in living looks like, it's this. Destined to be alone, unremarkable, and roasted by a dying sun as it expands. If only you could replace it with something more extreme, just so you'd die faster.